If your plan starts with passive income, you're the product, and you're about to get passively separated from your time, your money, and probably your dignity by a 17-year-old selling a course for $9.97 filmed in his mom's Tesla. Let's do this the adult way. Not the dream board, abundance mindset, 11 streams of income way. The boring, reliable, money shows up kind of way. You don't need a new platform. You don't need to hack the algorithm. You just need a boring problem that real people already pay to remove, and you need to remove it so cleanly that they can't help themselves. That's it. That's the adult way. Everything else is just decoration. I know because I tried the decoration first. I watched a dropshipping tutorial titled, "I copied this exact store and make $10,000 in a week." I copied it. I did not make $10,000. I made a Shopify bill, 3 chargebacks, and a boyfriend pillow gathering dust in a warehouse in New Jersey. Customers emailed, "Where's my order?" I emailed the supplier emailed customs emailed God left me on red. That was the day I retired from pretending to run a business and started doing business. Here's the hard flip nobody wants to hear. Making money online is not about finding the right idea. It's about choosing a customer. The adult way is to anchor on a person with a pain, not a platform with a trend. If you chase "what do I sell?" you will end up selling anxiety. If you ask "who do I help?" you start finding money. Pick a group you understand. New podcasters, local gyms, Etsy sellers, solo accountants, first-time landlords, busy new parents, indie game developers. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be sexy. In fact, it shouldn't be sexy. Sexy markets attract unserious competitors with ring lights. Boring markets attract adults. Now stalk the pain. No, not in a weird way, in a go where they already complain kind of way. Reddit threads, Facebook groups, YouTube comments, App Store reviews, job boards, Upwork listings. You're not looking for genius, you're just looking for sentences like, "I would pay someone to handle this for me." Screenshots are better than inspiration. If you have 0 screenshots, you're still daydreaming. Once you see the pain, do the least viral, most profitable step. Sell your time first. Yes, I said it, sell your time. The Adult Starter Kit is a service, not a product. Services build cash flow, case studies, and actual skill. You can productize later, but you can't productize nothing. Passive is just active use scaled by assets. Assets come after competence. Offer something that removes one painful step. Don't propose marriage, offer to take out the trash. I'll edit your Zoom audio so you sound professional. I'll turn your blog into a newsletter and grow it to 1,000 subscribers. I'll set up your Shopify store. Make it boring, make it specific, and make it tied to a measurable result. But price it like an adult too. Not $29 lifetime access to my brain. Make 3 clear tiers with outcomes, not features. Base, Pro, and can you just do it all for me because I'm exhausted? Anchor with a high tier so the middle feels reasonable, and make the bottom tier genuinely valuable, not a decoy. You're not a dollar menu. But how do I find clients? I have 0 audience. Good news, you don't need an audience, you need a pipeline. Every adult business uses a pipeline even if it's written on a napkin. Step 1, find demand that already exists. Job boards, freelance markets, Twitter, LinkedIn, doesn't matter. Step 2, send targeted, respectful messages that show you did the homework. Not "Dear Sir/Madam," but "Notice your last 3 newsletters went to the promotions tab. I can fix that and rewrite your subject lines. Here's a 3-line teardown." Step 3, close with a small, paid starter. Not a free call, a paid audit. Step 4, deliver fast and ridiculously well. It's not just what you do, it's how easy you make it to buy again. And please stop waiting to be discovered by your destiny. Adults don't wait, they test. Give yourself 7 days to earn your first $100 from this. That deadline will save you from the Pinterest board named "My Future CEO" era. Here's where most people sabotage themselves. They hide behind content instead of talking to buyers. Content is great, later. First, 6 conversations. First, 3 paid minis. First, 1 repeat customer. Audiences can amplify a broken offer, but they won't fix it. This is how you go viral for being the guy that's confidently wrong. When you've got proof that people pay and come back, then you productize. Productize is a fancy word for turn this thing I do into a repeatable thing that runs without me crying. Write the checklist, record the screen, save the templates, name your deliverables like Apple names features. Not "I make thumbnails," but the ClickSaver pack, 5 A/B tested thumbnails per video with a 48-hour turnaround. Turning verbs into packages makes buyers feel safe and adults buy safety. Now you face the distribution dragon. Every guru says be on all platforms. That's a good way to get burnt out. Pick one primary channel where your buyers already hang out and go deep. If your clients are professional, LinkedIn and long-form YouTube. If they're creators, Twitter, X, and short-form content. If they're local businesses, email and Google Maps. You don't need to be everywhere, you just need to be unforgettable somewhere. Later on, you can repurpose your content like leftovers. Day 1, pick one channel, one format, one cadence you can sustain for 90 days without resenting your own face. What do you post? Simple. Proof, tutorials, and stories. Proof builds trust. Tutorials build authority. And stories build connection. Rotate those like a 3-meal menu. If you're shy about showing wins, frame them as lessons. Let's hit the part the internet avoids. Negotiation and pricing. The child brain asks, what's the cheapest I can charge to be liked? The adult brain asks, what's the clearest promise I can make and keep, and what is it worth to the buyer? If you say someone 10 hours and their time is worth $100 an hour, that's $1,000 in value. If you add $5,000 in revenue, that's $5,000 in value. Price against value with a clear guarantee you can honor. If we don't hit X by Y, I'll do Z. That Z might be extra work, a partial refund, or extended support. Notice I didn't say full refund, no questions asked. You're a person, you're not Amazon. Once you're delivering consistently, do 2 things that feel boring and will make you quietly filthy rich. First, document every step you repeat. Tools don't make you efficient, checklists do. Create a simple SOP for onboarding, delivery, revisions, and offboarding. When you can hand someone the checklist and they get 80% of the way there, you're a business owner, not the business. Second, set a cadence for asking for testimonials and referrals. Adult businesses don't hope for word of mouth, they schedule it. Let's talk about product ladders without the carnival barkers. You don't need 7 tiers, upsells, downsells, diagonal sells. You need 3 rungs, a free taste that actually helps, a starter paid offer that removes 1 pain, and a premium done for you or done with you that changes the game. And that is it. The free taste might be a 1-page checklist or a 5-minute teardown. It's not a 60-page ebook no one reads. The starter paid offer proves your value fast. The premium is where you create transformations and margin. Anything else you build should exist because your customers pulled it out of you by asking, not because you thought it would look cool on a funnel diagram. I know, I can hear the "but what about passive income" crowd whisper crying. Yes, assets are the long game, but the way adults build assets is by productizing what already sells. You build templates because clients keep asking for the same thing. You record mini course because people ask you how to do it. You launch a tiny SaaS because you and your clients need the same dashboard. Assets that start as solutions, finish as businesses. There are really only 3 clean ways to make money online, and adults stack them in this order. 1. Sell a skill. This is active, direct, and fast. You trade expertise for cash. 2. Sell access. This is leverage. Access might be your community, your time in a group setting, your curated resources, your deal flow, anything. 3. Sell assets. This is the compounding. Templates, courses, software, licenses, media libraries. When you do it backwards, assets first, you spend a year building something for a customer who doesn't exist. When you do it forwards, skill, access, assets, you get paid to learn what to build. Let's add a very grown-up concept, capacity. If you sell like a maniac without tracking how much you can actually deliver, you'll sprint into burnout and then invent a quiet luxury phase to hide the crash. Decide your maximum active clients. Decide your weekly work blocks. Decide your response times. Adults design constraints so their business doesn't bite them. When your pipeline exceeds your capacity, raise prices, extend timelines, or hire help. Not all growth is progress, sometimes it's just noise. And yes, hire help earlier than you think. Not a team of 12, 1 competent assistant for 10 hours a week. Their job isn't to do everything, their job is to do repeating tasks that make you sigh. Naming files, invoice chasing, basic edits, uploading, whatever it is. If it's repeatable and not your unique value, it's delegatable. Don't say you can't afford it. What you can't afford is to keep doing $10 tasks while selling $1,000 outcomes. This is the most adult sentence in this video. At some point, you'll be tempted to launch a second business. Breathe. 1 business that compounds beats 4 that compete for your sleep. Instead of jumping ship, deepen your moat. Better onboarding, a sharper guarantee, a stronger community, a tiny dashboard that makes your results obvious. Adults make their first win inevitable before they reach for a second. And if you're worried about imposter syndrome, you're sane. The cure isn't affirmations, it's scope control. Only sell what you can confidently do and guarantee. You don't need to be the best in the world, you need to be the safest choice for a specific outcome. That's it. We're not the cheapest, we're the calmest. That line alone has closed more deals than any fake countdown clock. Now let me give you a fast adult checklist you can run today, hidden inside this rant so it feels kind of fun. Pick a niche you can understand. Write down 3 pains they complain about with receipts. Craft a minimum paid offer that removes 1 pain in 7 days or less. Price it out in 3 tiers with 1 clear guarantee. Find 20 people with that pain using job boards, searches, and communities. Send 10 custom messages with a tiny proof. Sell 2. Deliver absurdly well. Collect 2 testimonials. Turn your process into a checklist and a template. Post 1 proof, 1 tutorial, and 1 story per week on a chosen platform for 90 days. Raise your price by 20% every 3 wins. When you get to win number 6, hire a part-time assistant. Productize the thing that customers keep asking for. That's it. You do this loop 2 or 3 times, and suddenly the internet looks like it's rigged in your favor. Last thing, every time I say no BS, somebody online asks for a secret hack. The secret hack is the exact opposite. Think in seasons, not spells. Give yourself a 12-week season to validate, a 12-week season to productize, a 12-week season to scale. Then take a week off to review. That beats I tried for 9 days and it didn't go viral by about 1,000,000 miles. Magic isn't real, but compounding is rude once it starts. You wanted the adult way to make money online. It's not glamorous, it's not going to get you a Lamborghini at 19 unless your uncle is the one that owns the dealership. It will, however, get you something better. Time. Real time. The kind you buy back with systems, with a pipeline you trust, with assets that keep paying because they solve the same boring problem over and over again for people who are relieved you exist. So here's the challenge. In the next 7 days, earn your first $100 solving a boring problem for a real person. No logos, no funnels, no inspirational quotes, just receipts. Do that and you're not playing entrepreneur anymore. You're an adult buying back your freedom, one clean outcome at a time.